Love is often silent before it is spoken. Long before a man gathers the courage to say, "I like you," or "I love you," his actions whisper it through small, powerful gestures. For women, these unspoken signs are often the truest proof of how deeply he feels, because words can be rehearsed, but actions, especially the unconscious ones, rarely lie. When a man can't hide his feelings, they spill into his everyday behavior, turning ordinary moments into hidden confessions. Think about it. The way his eyes linger just a little longer than they should, the way he laughs harder at your jokes, or the way he shows up when you least expect but need him the most. These aren't random occurrences. They are pieces of a puzzle that reveal his heart. Men, by nature, don't always express emotions directly. Many are taught to hold back, to stay composed, to protect their pride. Yet, when affection takes root, it breaks through those walls. His guard slips, his habits change, and suddenly, everything he does carries an unspoken message. You mean something to me. These signs aren't always grand or dramatic. More often, they're tucked into everyday life. He remembers your coffee order, notices when you change something about your look, or finds excuses just to be near you. He might lean in when you talk, mirror your movements, or light up with nervous energy when you enter a room. Each of these gestures, small as they seem, carries weight because they reveal a man who is no longer in control of his heart. The beauty of these signs is that they are authentic. A man can pretend indifference in his words, but he cannot mask how his body turns toward you, how his schedule bends for you, or how his eyes search for yours across a crowded room. Real feelings are hard to hide, and when they're present, they find their way to the surface no matter how much he tries to suppress them. Understanding these subtle signals can change the way you view his behavior. Instead of waiting for a grand confession, you'll recognize the truth in the little things. His compliments, his protectiveness, his nervous laughter, and his constant efforts to impress you are not just habits. They are clues to his affection. They are his silent love letters, written in the language of action rather than words. This guide to 15 signs, "A Guy Can't Hide His Feelings for You," will uncover these hidden gestures, breaking down how each one reflects his heart. From eye contact that lingers to the way he introduces you to his friends, every sign is a step closer to understanding how much you mean to him. By the time you've seen all 15, you'll know one thing for certain. When a man truly likes you, he doesn't have to say it. His actions will say it louder, clearer, and more honestly than words ever could. He maintains long eye contact. When a man truly likes you, one of the strongest giveaways is his eyes. Long eye contact is more than just a glance. It's a window into how he feels. If he holds your gaze longer than usual, it shows he's deeply focused on you, even when words aren't spoken. Unlike quick or casual looks that friends or strangers might give, this type of eye contact lingers, almost as if he's silently trying to connect with you. It's a natural, subconscious way of expressing interest and attraction. When he maintains eye contact, it signals confidence and genuine attention. He's not distracted by his phone, the people around, or anything else happening, because in that moment, you are the center of his world. His eyes will light up when you smile, and sometimes you may even catch him staring before quickly looking away. That little moment of flustered behavior is often his way of hiding feelings he hasn't confessed yet. Long eye contact also builds intimacy. Even if he hasn't said, "I like you," his gaze says it for him. It's a subtle form of communication that reveals vulnerability, because locking eyes for too long can feel exposing. If he keeps doing it with you, it means he feels comfortable showing that side of himself. Of course, there's a fine line between respectful eye contact and staring. But when a man genuinely likes you, you'll feel the warmth and sincerity behind his look. It won't feel creepy. Instead, it will feel magnetic, as though his eyes are gently pulling you in. If you've ever found yourself lost in his gaze, chances are he's already telling you what words cannot, that he can't hide his feelings for you. He finds excuses to be near you. When a man truly likes you, he'll often look for subtle, and sometimes not so subtle, ways to be physically close to you. It might seem like coincidence at first, but it rarely is. Whether you're at work, school, or a social gathering, he'll gravitate toward your space, positioning himself where he can interact with you easily. This isn't about chance. It's a quiet but powerful way of saying, I want to be around you. Maybe he chooses the seat next to you in a meeting, or he just happens to show up where you are. At a party, he'll find reasons to join the group you're in. If you're standing in line, he'll casually step in behind you. Even if he doesn't openly admit his feelings, his actions speak for him. Being near you makes him feel connected, and he'll use any excuse to make that happen. Asking for help with something small, striking up random conversations, or accidentally bumping into you more often than chance would allow. This behavior isn't just about proximity. It's about comfort and desire. Being physically close gives him the chance to learn more about you, to share laughs, and to build natural chemistry. It also shows that he feels safe in your presence and wants to create opportunities for you to notice him. What makes this sign so telling is its consistency. Anyone can be near you once or twice by chance, but if he's always appearing in your space, sitting beside you, or finding excuses to walk with you, it's intentional. Deep down, he doesn't want to risk missing a moment with you. When a guy can't hide his feelings, his body will always betray his heart. And the easiest way to tell is how often he finds excuses just to be near you. He remembers small details about you. One of the clearest signs a man can't hide his feelings is the way he remembers the little things you say. Most people forget casual conversations quickly, but when he truly likes you, even the smallest details stick with him. If you once mentioned your favorite coffee order, a childhood memory, or a song you love, he'll bring it up later. Sometimes, weeks or months down the line. That's not just a good memory at work, it's his heart paying attention. When a man is genuinely interested, your words carry weight. He'll recall the name of your pet, the place you've always wanted to visit, or the story about your first job. These aren't just facts to him, they're pieces of you that he treasures. And when he repeats them back in conversation, it's his subtle way of saying, I listen because you matter. This habit shows effort. Everyone is busy, distracted, and consumed by their own worlds. But when he remembers your details, it means he places you above the noise. Even if he doesn't openly confess his feelings, his memory reveals where his heart truly lies. What makes this sign powerful is how it makes you feel. His attention will leave you surprised sometimes, like when he remembers the exact way you take your tea, or the fact that you hate Mondays but love rainy mornings. These little recalls create a bond, making you feel seen and valued. Ultimately, remembering small details is his way of holding on to pieces of you, even when you're not around. It's his silent confession, woven into everyday conversations. And if he can't stop collecting and recalling those details, it's because you're not just a passing thought. You're someone he deeply cares about, even if he hasn't found the courage to say it. Bro. He gets nervous. Around you, when a man has feelings he can't put into words, his body often speaks for him. And nervousness is one of the strongest giveaways. Even the most confident guy can stumble when he's around someone he truly likes. You may notice his hands fidgeting, his voice cracking slightly, or his jokes coming out a little awkward. That nervous energy isn't weakness. It's a reflection of how much he cares about how you see him. He wants to make a good impression, but the weight of his emotions makes him second-guess his every move. Suddenly, he's adjusting his shirt, more often, running a hand through his hair, or laughing at himself when he says something silly. It's almost as if his cool, collected version disappears the moment you walk into the room, replaced by a boyish, vulnerable side that only you bring out. This nervousness doesn't mean he's unsure about you. In fact, it means the opposite. He values you so much that he can't help but feel the pressure. He knows that every word, every look, every action matters, and that awareness makes him act differently than he would with anyone else. Sometimes, nervousness shows in how he prepares for you. He might rehearse what to say before calling you, or he may hesitate before hitting send on a text. Around you, his guard slips, and his feelings leak through in shy smiles, quick glances, or sudden silence. The beauty of this sign is that it's unfiltered. He can't fake or control it. Nervousness is raw, real, and deeply human. And if you notice that even the most confident man suddenly becomes flustered when you're near, it's because his heart is louder than his composure. He may not say it out loud, but his nervous energy whispers it clearly. He likes you more than he can hide. 5. He tries to make you laugh. When a man truly likes you, one of his greatest joys is seeing you laugh. It's not just about cracking a joke, it's about creating a moment where your guard is down, your smile is real, and he feels like the reason behind it. Laughter is one of the easiest ways to build a bond, and if he goes out of his way to make you laugh, it's because he wants to be the person who brightens your day. You'll notice he brings up funny stories, playful teasing, or even light sarcasm, just to see your reaction. Sometimes he'll exaggerate a situation, make a silly face, or mimic something he knows will get a giggle out of you. It's not about impressing a crowd, it's about making you laugh specifically. In those moments, he's not just being funny. He's opening himself up, showing a playful, vulnerable side he doesn't reveal to everyone. When a guy tries hard to make you laugh, it's also his way of testing chemistry. Laughter creates comfort and closeness, and if you laugh with him, he feels a spark of connection. He might even repeat certain jokes you liked before, just to relive that moment where you smiled because of him. This effort also shows care. He notices when you're stressed, sad, or distracted, and his instinct is to lift your mood. Even if he looks a little foolish, he'll do it gladly, because your happiness matters to him more than his pride. At the heart of it, his attempts to make you laugh are not just about humor, they're about affection. He's not trying to be a comedian for everyone. He's trying to be your safe place, your reason to smile, and the one person who can turn your bad day into something lighter. That's love, hidden in laughter. He compliments you. Often, when a man can't hide his feelings for you, his words will often give him away, especially through compliments. He notices things about you that others might overlook, and he can't resist telling you. It's not just the obvious, "you look nice today" kind of line. His compliments carry weight, detail, and sincerity that show he's truly paying attention. He might compliment the way you style your hair, the effort you put into your work, or even how your laugh makes a room feel lighter. These aren't surface-level observations. They're personal acknowledgments that reveal he admires you for who you are, not just how you look. When he points out something specific, like how your eyes light up when you talk about your passion or how your determination inspires him, it's proof his feelings run deeper than casual attraction. What makes these compliments special is their consistency. He doesn't just notice you on your best days. He finds reasons to admire you even when you're in sweatpants or having a rough moment. To him, you're worth praising because he genuinely values you. And often he doesn't even realize how much he's giving away. His admiration slips out naturally, without him trying to impress. Frequent compliments are also his way of building closeness. By affirming you, he's creating a safe space, where you feel appreciated and seen. He wants you to know that someone notices your beauty, effort, and spirit. Even if he hasn't confessed outright, his compliments are little love notes disguised as casual remarks. If you find that his words constantly lift you up, highlight your uniqueness, and remind you of your worth, it's not accidental. It's because he can't stop admiring you, and his compliments are the truest reflection of feelings he's too shy to say outright. He acts protective, without realizing it. One of the clearest ways a man reveals hidden feelings is through his protective instincts, often without even noticing it himself. When he likes you, your safety and comfort suddenly become his quiet priority. He may not declare, "I'll protect you," but his actions will say it louder than words ever could. You'll notice it in small, almost subconscious gestures. He'll walk on the side of the road closest to traffic. He'll hold the door open, or make sure you get home safely. If you're cold, he'll offer his jacket before you even ask. When you're in a crowded place, he'll position himself slightly in front of you, creating a buffer so you feel secure. These aren't rehearsed actions. They're instinctive responses that come from caring deeply about you. Protectiveness also shows emotionally. If someone talks down to you, he'll defend you, even subtly. If you're stressed, he'll check in more often, making sure you're okay. Sometimes he'll even get a little jealous or uneasy when other guys show too much interest, not because he doesn't trust you, but because he values you more than he's ready to admit. What makes this sign powerful is that he doesn't always realize he's doing it. His protective side emerges naturally, triggered by his feelings. It's not about control or dominance. It's about wanting you to feel safe, respected, and cared for. That natural instinct says more than any confession ever could. When a man acts protective without realizing it, it's his heart stepping forward before his mind catches up. He might not have said the words yet, but his actions already whisper the truth. You matter to him more than anyone else, and keeping you safe is his quiet way of showing love he can't hide. He mirrors your actions. When a man can't hide his feelings for you, his body often betrays him in subtle ways. One of the most telling signs is when he unconsciously mirrors your actions. This is a psychological phenomenon called mirroring, and it happens when someone is deeply tuned into another person. Without even realizing it, he starts copying your gestures, posture, or tone of voice, almost as if his body is syncing with yours. For example, if you cross your legs, he might do the same a few seconds later. If you lean in during a conversation, he'll lean in too. When you laugh, he might echo your laughter, matching your rhythm and energy. Even small details, like the way you sip your drink or tilt your head, can be reflected back through him. It's not imitation, it's connection. His subconscious mind is saying, I'm with you, I feel you, I'm aligned with you. Mirroring also extends beyond body language. If you use certain phrases often, he may start picking them up. In his own speech, if you're passionate about something, he'll show more interest in that topic too. This is his way of bridging the gap between you, building comfort and closeness without needing words. What makes this sign so powerful is its intimacy. He's not forcing it or trying to manipulate you. It just happens naturally because he's so focused on you. His feelings tune him into your energy, making him more present and more connected than with anyone else. When a man mirrors your actions, it's his unspoken confession. He may not say, I like you, but his body already has. And in those mirrored gestures lies the truth. His feelings for you are so strong, even his subconscious can't keep them hidden. He finds reasons to text or call you. When a man really likes you, silence feels unbearable to him. So he'll find reasons, no matter how small, to reach out. It won't always be grand or dramatic. Often, it's the little check-ins, the random texts, or the casual calls that reveal his true feelings. He might message you about something funny he saw, ask a question he already knows the answer to, or call just to hear your opinion. The truth is, he's not looking for answers, he's looking for connection. These moments of contact are his way of keeping a thread tied between you and him. Even if it's just sending a meme, sharing a song, or saying, this reminded me of you, every outreach carries the same hidden message, I want you in my day. It's not about the topic, it's about the excuse to talk to you. You'll notice that he doesn't just text when he's bored. He reaches out at meaningful times, like checking if you got home safely, wishing you luck before an important day, or calling to share good news because you're the first person he thought of. Those are the moments where his feelings shine brightest. Sometimes his texts might seem random or even unnecessary, but they're anything but. Every small excuse is his way of saying he wants to be closer, that you're always on his mind. Even if he hasn't said the words aloud, his actions tell the story. Out of all the people he could talk to, he chooses you. At the core, his calls and texts aren't just communication, they're confession. A man who finds constant reasons to reach out is a man who can't keep you out of his thoughts, no matter how hard he tries. 10. He gets jealous. Subtly. Jealousy is one of the hardest emotions to hide, and when a man truly likes you, it often slips through in quiet, subtle ways. He may never admit it outright. In fact, he might try to mask it with humor or indifference, but his reactions will betray him. When other guys give you attention, when someone compliments you, or when you seem a little too interested in another conversation, you'll notice tiny shifts in his behavior. He might suddenly go quiet, his smile not quite as genuine as before. Or he might insert himself into the conversation, cracking a joke or making a playful comment to pull your attention back toward him. Sometimes he'll ask innocent questions like, "So who was that texting you?" Or, "Are you too close?" Not because he doesn't trust you, but because the thought of losing your attention stirs something inside him. What makes this jealousy revealing is its subtlety. He won't cause a scene or demand answers. Instead, his protectiveness and interest show up in small bursts of unease. His tone might shift, his body language might tighten, or his attempts to impress you might suddenly increase when another man is around. At its core, subtle jealousy isn't about control, it's about care. It shows that your presence, your attention, and your affection matter to him deeply. He doesn't want to risk losing the special bond he feels with you. And while he may never confess, his quiet reactions say everything. When he gets jealous, in small, almost hidden ways, it's not insecurity, it's love peeking through the cracks. It's proof that he sees you as more than just a friend, even if he's still too afraid to say the words aloud. Brown. He leans in when talking to you. When a man really likes you, his body language often speaks louder than his words, and one of the strongest signs is the way he leans in when you're talking. It's a natural, instinctive movement that shows interest, focus, and attraction. By leaning closer, he's closing the distance between you, creating a private bubble where it feels like you're the only two people in the room. This gesture is more than simple attentiveness. Leaning in is his way of saying, "I want to be closer to you." He may not even realize he's doing it, but his body is betraying his heart. You'll notice it when you're sharing a story and he bends slightly toward you, or when you're sitting together and he tilts forward as if drawn in by your presence. His focus sharpens, his eyes stay locked on you, and even the smallest details of your words matter to him. It's also about intimacy. By leaning in, he lowers barriers, physically and emotionally. He's letting you into his space while also trying to enter yours. It's a quiet invitation, a sign that he feels comfortable with you and craves a stronger connection. Unlike casual conversations where people keep their distance, this closeness signals that you hold a special place in his mind. Even in group settings, his body may angle toward you, showing where his attention truly lies. He may shift his chair subtly or step closer when you speak, just to feel near. These are unconscious choices that reveal more than he could admit with words. At its heart, leaning in is not just about hearing you better. It's about wanting to feel closer, to bridge the space between you. His body reveals what his lips haven't yet said, that being near you feels right, natural, and irresistible. He introduces you to his close friends. When a man can't hide his feelings for you, one of the clearest signs is when he brings you into his inner circle. Introducing you to his close friends isn't casual, it's intentional, and it speaks volumes about how much he values you. Friends are like his second family, the people who know him best, and if he's inviting you into that space, it means you're not just anyone in his life. He wants his friends to see you, to meet you, and sometimes even to quietly approve of you. Men who are serious about someone care about what their closest circle thinks, because those opinions matter to them. If he introduces you, it's his way of showing, "This is someone important to me." Pay attention to the way he acts when you're around his friends. Does he stay close to you, making sure you feel comfortable? Does he show you off a little, highlighting your achievements, your humor, or your personality? If so, it's because he's proud to have you by his side. That pride isn't something he can fake. It comes from genuine admiration. This sign also shows trust. By letting his friends meet you, he's opening another layer of his world to you. He's not keeping you a secret or hiding his feelings. Instead, he's quietly signaling that he sees you as part of his future. Even if he hasn't said it outright, his actions reveal it. In the end, friends are the people who see the real him. If he's bringing you into that circle, it means he wants you to be part of his real life too. It's not just an introduction. It's a confession disguised as an invitation. proof that you mean more to him than he can put into words. He notices changes in your look. One of the most telling signs that a man can't hide his feelings is how quickly he notices even the smallest changes in your appearance. Maybe you got a haircut, tried a new shade of lipstick, wore a different style of clothing, or even changed something subtle like your nail color, and he's the first one to point it out. That kind of attentiveness doesn't happen by accident. It comes from paying close attention because he genuinely admires you. Most people overlook small details, but not him. If he likes you, every little shift feels noticeable because he's constantly observing you, even when you don't realize it. You might hear him say things like, "Did you change your hair? It looks amazing," or "That color really suits you." These comments reveal that he not only sees you, but appreciates the effort you put into yourself. This behavior also shows that he values your uniqueness. To him, you're not just another face in the crowd. You're someone worth noticing. Every single time. The fact that he catches changes others miss proves that you occupy a special place in his mind. His attention isn't surface level. It's fueled by admiration and genuine attraction. What makes this sign powerful is the emotional effect behind it. When he notices these changes, it's not about flattery, it's about connection. It shows he's invested, that he's attuned to the little ways you express yourself. And often, he'll remember past looks too, comparing them and complimenting the growth he sees in you. At its core, noticing small changes is his unspoken way of saying, "You matter to me. I see you. I appreciate you." And sometimes those quiet observations speak louder than any direct confession could. He tries to impress you without saying it. When a man really likes you but hasn't put it into words, his actions often reveal the truth, especially in the way he tries to impress you quietly. He doesn't always announce it or make it obvious, but you'll notice the small efforts he puts in to show you his best side. Whether it's dressing a little sharper when he knows he'll see you, sharing an achievement casually, or going out of his way to help. These subtle gestures are his way of saying, "I want you to notice me." You may catch him telling a funny story to make you laugh, showing off a hidden skill when you're around, or suddenly volunteering to do something just to prove he's capable. Sometimes, it's as simple as him remembering your preferences, like playing your favorite song when you're together, or choosing a spot he knows you'd love. All of these are silent attempts at leaving an impression, because deep down, your opinion of him matters more than anyone else's. What makes this sign unique is that it's not about arrogance. He's not trying to boast or compete. Instead, it's about winning your admiration. His subtle attempts to impress you are rooted in affection and vulnerability. He wants you to see the best in him, even if he's too shy to openly admit why. Even the way he listens, asks thoughtful questions, or makes an effort to show up for you is a quiet form of impressing. He's building a case for himself without saying a word, hoping you'll feel what he feels. At its heart, trying to impress you without saying it is his unspoken confession. His pride softens in your presence. His effort doubles, and his every move whispers the same hidden truth. You matter, and I want to be worthy of your attention. He always makes time for you. When a man truly likes you, one of the most powerful signs is his willingness to make time for you, no matter how busy his life is. Everyone has responsibilities, schedules, and excuses, but when you're important to him, you won't have to beg for attention. He'll find a way to carve out moments just for you, even if it means rearranging his day or sacrificing his own comfort. You'll notice it in the little things. He'll text or call during breaks, stop by to see you even if it's only for a few minutes, or stay up late just to keep talking when he knows he has an early morning. He'll prioritize your plans, show up when he says he will, and make sure you feel like a valuable part of his life. That effort speaks volumes, because time is the most precious thing we can give, and he's choosing to give it to you. It's not just about presence, though. It's about consistency. A man who truly cares doesn't disappear for days or make excuses. Instead, he shows up not only in good times but also when you need support the most. Whether it's attending an important event, comforting you on a rough day, or simply being there when you want company, he proves that you're a priority. What makes this sign so meaningful is that it's selfless. He isn't spending time with you out of obligation. He wants to. Being with you doesn't feel like a chore, it feels like the highlight of his day. And when a man always makes time, for you it's his way of saying without words, you matter, you're worth it, and I want you in my life.